I'm Daniel Mathis. I'm a Norwich supporter. I really despise millennial Arsenal supporters. And you were listening to the Drunken United Football Show.
He's not wrong, Mr. Graham. He's not wrong at all. You are a millennial. You are an Arsenal supporter.
Because I ripped a fat cloud.
Yeah, of your vape smoke. Because you're a fucking millennial.
Yeah, which he would understand since he's in uni right now.
You're really drunk. Let's start the show.
Born in the land of Bowie, Maryland. Bred to be a fan of fucking Everton. Punch you in the eye and drink your rye. Sam Houston.
Sam Houston?
Arsenal fans have another Sam. AKA the fucking Gooner Graham. Smells of a lord. Looks great in shorts. Sam Graham, hey.
Sam Graham.
Fucking United! Fucking United!
Hello and welcome to the Drunken United Football Show, a completely biased recap, drunkenly, of the transfer window as told by really one common American schmuck, but two of us are here. I am your host, Sam Houston. Across the way from me, fresh from getting himself another beer, more about that later, is my co-host, the drunken Samuel Graham.
I was going to say, it's the guy with impeccable timing. Because I came back right as the falsetto was kicking in.
You keep telling yourself whatever you need to, killer. You're listening to Eric Burkhardt at the DU Public House just outside the nation's capital, and you can check us out on all podcast platforms. Please be sure to rate, subscribe, and review, and share with a footballing friend. Should you want to chat with us, Sam, this is now when you chime in. Please tell the good people how they can get in touch.
Sure. It is at DUfootballshow on all of the social medias and DUfootballshow@gmail.com to get in touch with us via email, which is very easy. Or you can just comment on either of our personal Facebooks, as one of my friends just did, talking about the U.S. and Honduras, which is currently happening as we record.
Mm-hmm.
And he was upset that he had to watch it in Spanish and nobody had it on regular TV. He's actually a very nice guy. He's not being all, press 1 for English. He's not being that kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
But he is just saying, the home team does have the rights to sell it, blah, blah, blah. And I said, listen, CBS and Fox split the rights with U.S. Soccer to pay the money. And both of them, dickheads, decided to put it behind a paywall. So you're on Paramount Plus and you're on Fox Sports app to be able to watch the games. And oftentimes the Fox Sports Go, which is a paid site as far as I'm aware.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we go through and basically just commenting back and forth on Facebook during our break between shows. And he said something along the lines of, bro, we suck.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the part that I wanted your hot take on, because we've done the TV rights thing to nauseum. But he said, bro, we suck. And this is my reply to him, and I want you to comment. I said, man, we have such a long way to go with simple heart and desire. Yes, you need that to make it at all, no matter how it goes. But you need a special amount of it to make it out of the hood, like the rest of the world. The pay-to-play youth soccer model in this country has to go, period. Access is the number one thing. Also, the immigration laws that stop young immigrants' children, who most of the time are citizens of this country, from turning out for official games for fear of their parents' immediate deportation, has to stop for us to be able to turn that corner. A country of 325 odd million people should be dominating this sport. And as proven by multiple Olympics, by multiple championships in world sport, athletics, basketball, hockey, whatever, overall, we have the most athletic society on the face of the earth.
Okay.
And we should be dominating this sport based on our population, but we don't, because we only get the rich kids. We only get the kids able to play to get proper coaching. We don't include immigrants. Now, there's something to be said for the way the media handles immigrants in Belgium. When Lukaku has a bad game, we've talked about before. Congolese-born Belgian Romelu Lukaku, right? Mm-hmm. But when he scores a hat trick, he's Belgian Romelu Lukaku. Mm-hmm. But that's a different subset of society, right? We have to lay the groundwork at the grassroots level for these people, immigrants, poor kids, everybody who need to aspire to make it out of the position that they're in to make our national team better. Every country on earth has that except us in this particular sport of football.
The beauty of footy is all you need is a ball, a fairly flat surface, and two ends that you can call goals.
And that is true in 291 FIFA recognized nations, not 292.
It's a shame. It's a shame. I would say the current situation for good old Estados Unidos, worst case scenario is to come out of these first three games with a loss and 2 draws. Best case scenario would have been 3 wins. I also think that's an unrealistic expectation. You know what? You come out of this with a win and 2 draws. That's fine. 3 draws, not exactly what you wanted, but also some of these teams, when you go play in their building, it's not the easiest thing to do. We talk about it with the FA Cup when a Premier League side goes to a League 2 side and has a harsh reality of what it's like to play footy. I would say that applies when USA goes to El Salvador and Honduras. But
yeah. I'll tell you why. It's because it's pretty boys playing against guys that drag their family out of the hood for it.
Exactly. Very good. So I do have to say, Mel, I created this monster. I take full responsibility for this monster. And that's how this is going to roll, isn't it?
Am I not wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
No, you're fine.
You just inserted
I'm sorry,
story.
am I wrong?
You're not wrong. You just inserted
I'm not wrong,
story.
You're right.
You know, and you did all the socials. And by the way, everybody, you should probably not forget to check out the DU Drip Shack, which I told Sam to talk about beforehand, but he didn't work that into his social stuff.
I wasn't done yet. I had to do the segue thing with the other thing.
That's not a segue at all.
No.
I said, or you could get in touch with us on our personal Facebook pages like my friend did. That's a perfect
That's
segue.
a segue that went off the mall court and right into the fountain.
Yeah, pretty much.
All I wanted him to do was answer the fucking question. Now, by the way, I'm wearing a Pro Arsenal Agenda t-shirt that I got from the DU Drip Shack, and I'm super proud of it. I love it.
Dip Shack? Is that what you said?
Drip.
There?
Drip.
Okay, very good. Just want to make sure.
This is over Zoom.
Sam and myself both work in the wine and spirit industry and both have a deep passionate love for all things distilled spirits, some more than others. So as the red-blooded Americans we are, we vow to have a drink in our hand throughout this show and every single show. Hey, Drunk, what you got?
I started off with a 9-year-old single barrel rye whiskey from All View Liquors in lovely Ellicott City. This is the Hughes of Belford, Bells of Belford from Hughes.
Okay, very good.
Some shit like that. I only took a picture of the side label. 110.8 proof, so 55.4% by volume. 9-year-old rye, very smooth. Little water, take the edge off, and drank about 6 ounces of it. Had a couple beers, and now I'm on to Old Tub, unfiltered, which is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. That I'm looking at right now, and this is 100 proof, but it is not bottle and bond. No, I'm sorry, it is bottle and bond. They just wrote it really small at the top in gold. Brilliant. So 100 proof. So I've been drinking the big boys all evening, and this is lovely as well. It's also quite cheap.
By the way, everybody, we're doing this over the magical world of Zoom tonight because, as we will explain in a moment, we wanted Sam Graham to be home for this one. Very, very important. The last time we did it, I made Sam watch Tombstone to sober up before he came before he went home.
I'm glad you brought that up. Speaking of that, not only was I late to that, I was late to Game of Thrones. I was one of the guys that refused to acknowledge Michael Jordan's legacy. I was one of the guys that refused to acknowledge Game of Thrones. And I am about to start season 6 finally of Game of Thrones. And
very good.
I'm actually enjoying the show.
Lovely. We will talk about that in another time. Allow me to tell you about what I'm drinking.
I just want to let you know.
About fucking time, killer. And so the sound is going to be really poor tonight because I can tell Sam about his mic technique, but I've also been feeding Sam alcohol and telling him to drink more. So you're going to hear lots of bumping and messing around as he tries to read everything later on. So I'm going
to go ahead and apologize right now. Producer Mel here. On behalf of the DU Football Show, everything that happens from this point forward is not my fault.
But it's also exactly what we wanted to have happen.
Oh yeah. It's a shit show.
So we're okay
up,
with
Buttercup.
it. We're okay with it. Graham's doing exactly what we want him to do. I am drinking from Starlight Distillery, Carl T. Huber's Bottle and Bond Bourbon Whiskey. So obviously a minimum of 4 years old, also 100 proof. Starlight is one of those few distilleries as far as the quote unquote craft movement goes that actually does it the right way. They are the largest farm in Indiana as far as private farms go. Everything they do is grain to glass, and they've made everything themselves the entire way. These are aged in 53s, 3 char, making whiskey the right way. And Starlight is legitimately right on the other side of the river from Kentucky. So one of Starlight's neighbors happens to be MGP, Indiana. So they're right in that same belly of where whiskey gets made. Everybody always just thinks, particularly with bourbon, Kentucky. Well, there's a river directly across from Kentucky, and there's a bunch of places in Indiana that also make a damn good whiskey as well. Just like there's a set of mountain ranges, and on the other side of those mountain ranges, there's a state called Virginia that happens to make a lot of really damn good bourbons as well, because they're all in that little area.
With the Indiana place, as you said prior, the largest whiskey distillery in the country.
Yeah.
In MGP.
Yep. So
maybe about the same production as Heaven Hill, but most of the whiskey you drink is from one of those 2 distilleries.
So Starlight makes, like I said, they make this Bottle and Bond bourbon. They also make a standard bourbon. They do a rye as well. But the fun one to mention is, as a smaller distillery, you don't typically see this. Smart enough to actually go ahead and produce a light whiskey, right? Let's go ahead and reuse our barrels. We've got extra grain that we're working with, so let's go ahead and pump it up a little bit, because they also make vodka and gin as well. And they do a blackberry whiskey, which is, you're not normally going to hear the whiskey geek say you have to drink the blackberry whiskey, but you have to drink the fucking blackberry whiskey. It is fresh blackberry juice, only from blackberries from their farm, mixed with a light whiskey. And with a little bit of lemonade, it's bloody fucking amazing. And
sounds delicious, to be honest.
The
sounds like I would rather have that than one of these 3 Coronas sitting in front of me.
The Bottle and Bond bourbon is going to probably run you about $55 on the shelf, and their standard bourbon is going to run you about $40 on the shelf. But they make some great stuff.
Old Tub cost me $23.99.
Oh, no shit! Nicely done.
I don't know the range. It's the first time I saw it.
All right. Well,
and I don't sell it.
Let's get into it, Mr. Graham.
Hey, good. Let's do it.
There we go. Little cheers over the internet. We're going to go ahead and go a little out of order tonight because...
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait a second. Did I mention the DU Drip Shack where you can get all your DU apparel needs?
Well done, Graham. Right on time. Good job. Nice tongue action there, too.
I was just trying to tell you that I was doing it.
I mean, something you're going to try to use tonight and not have any success with.
She's already asleep. Don't worry.
Exactly.
Don't worry.
Going to go a little bit out of an order, and the reason why we're going to do that is I want every single drop of alcohol you're going to drink to work towards your famous drunken transfer window recap. So for those people who aren't familiar, that kind of
producer Mel here, I just want to point out, please, at home, drink legally and responsibly. We are not liable if you decide to keep up with Graham. Continue, please.
And Graham's in his house, and all he has to do is go up a set of stairs.
I may say this throughout the show just to make sure we're legally covered with all this stuff. So there you go.
He's actually not going to go upstairs. He will probably stumble to the couch.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We at the DU Football Show do not promote excessive drinking, except perhaps once a year when it comes to the recap show.
Yeah, fix it.
Okay, very good. Good job.
I plugged the charger in, but I didn't plug the charger into the computer.
There you go.
Ah, very good.
It almost died, but I saved it.
Saved it. Good job. So, Graham, why don't you go ahead and share the origin story of how the Drunken Recap began?
So I brought one of my friends, one of my Arsenal friends, to your house, to where our actual studio is, to talk about Arsenal, talk about the transfer window, talk about just various things that happen in the Premier League. That particular person, he knows who he is, doesn't need to be named, as friends do, especially drinking football friends do, consumed a fair amount of alcohol at your house as well. And I think I slept there for about 2 hours after the show to make sure I was okay, drank a ton of water afterwards, and I did get home safely, got him home safely as well. He's alive and well. But during the show, I decided to just read down the names in a quite mundane fashion.
The entire
transfer list.
Our friend at one point was beating his head against the microphone, laughing, just going, He won't stop.
Going.
He's just going. Why won't he stop? And this was at like Chelsea. That's when he said it. And ever since, we have made it a point in the 4 years of this show to have Mr. Graham get shit-faced drunk and then proceed to go through the entire transfer window. And myself being the name assassin who never pronounces a name right, it gives me much, much, much pleasure to listen to Sam try to say all the skis and skies and skas of Eastern Europe as he really makes a fucking mockery of it. That is for damn sure. Look at Sam putting the microphone next to his Corona bottle to pop the top. Well
See
done,
that?
buddy.
So that's how it rolls, and that's what we do. And now we do it over Zoom, so I'm safer. And so here we are.
All right, well, let's go ahead and do the back end of the show so you can get a little bit drunker, okay?
That works for me, I guess.
Sure money.
All right, guys, this is the point of the show where, as I've said previously this season, we give you sure bets that are aimed at making you money.
Mine.
If you can't detect the sarcasm in that is your own fault. That is not the responsibility of the DU Football Show. Anyway, we have a friend of ours, Pat, that makes bets, and Bang Mel.
And now, it's time for our degenerate gambling friend Pat's Pick of the Week.
Normally we just point and she knows what to do, but Graham,
I'll take
Graham's
it.
already been drinking.
I'll take it. Just bang. Just go bang from now on. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do this.
Bang!
Bang. Fuck yeah.
And now,
That's
it's
an
time
old
for our
joke.
degenerate gambling friend Pat's Pick of the Week.
I got excited.
Perfect.
Let's do it.
Go for it,
All right,
Sammy.
great. So Pat gets in touch and he says, hey, well, evidently, when you win a bronze 2-division hockey championship and you hang out too long in a locker room, everyone doesn't get coronavirus, just a bad head cold. Sorry for not joining you all tonight, but I'm about a half a pint into some NyQuil and pass the fuck out. So I need a win. I'm going to make it quick. 3 games, $100 a game. So I guess it's not a parlay.
Yep, individual games.
Tottenham over Crystal Palace at -110. Wolverhampton over Watford at +125. And Manchester City over Leicester City at -175. I hope I can win at least 2 out of 3 of those. I think they are solid picks. And congrats, Sammy, on Arsenal getting out of the basement this weekend by beating the team right above them. Congratulations, sir. Talk to you next week.
I mean, that's the kiss of death, right?
Yep, sure is. Not terribly excited.
Oh.
And now I believe, sir, we have a special feature that has run on the show for about 3 years that people are super, super excited about.
Well,
And it's your pick.
Well, as you know, Graham, your boy picks winners, and I am up plus win 155 because
Big Sam's Lock of the
see what I
Week.
did there, Sam? I pointed
Yeah, I
and
was
we hit the
Kind of waiting for the bang, Mel,
Yeah.
but go ahead.
Yeah.
They're in the same room.
I'm not sure if you knew this, Sam, but 50% of the time it works 100% of the time, which is almost as good as Sex Panther cologne. I'm gonna get there. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get there one of these days. This week, I'm gonna take West Ham to beat Southampton with Mikel Antonio to score at plus 300.
That's not too shabby.
Yeah, nice and simple. I think there's going to be goals in this game, and between Fordals and Antonio, they're scoring every week. And when you're on a hot streak, go with hot players. Antonio's scoring.
He is very attractive.
He's also historically has scored against Southampton a lot too.
All
Yes,
right, I'm glad
he is-
you're keeping it on par.
He is attractive when he rides that pony after a goal celebration.
Also, when he wears snowman costumes, driving his Lamborghini to charity events and crashes into the side of someone's house.
Well, you know, alcohol's an amazing drug, Sam, as you've already figured out up there in Baltimore.
It's about to say, man, right after my own heart.
Hey, Mel, what
I
should
have a
people
bet.
do?
Drink responsibly and legally and follow all local ordinances and not binge.
Heard. Very good. All right.
Disclaimer.
I have a bet, and this one actually is a sensible bet because I'm not sure aware of the total COVID protocols, as I've said many times on the other show, the Patreon show. Oh, wait, which you can find at www.patreon.com/DUfootballshow and sign up to one of the top 2 tiers, and you'll get that one as well as another one. But anyway, I chose a very easy Chelsea to beat Villa, an Everton to beat Burnley, and an Arsenal to beat Norwich 3-way parlay for $100, and that's going to turn me back plus 236.
That seems like a
And
no-brainer.
I believe that will only leave me about $64 short.
Fuck you, Graham. That means my name's
No,
gonna lose.
that's not true because we don't bet the first week. That's like betting the first race.
I'm grinning
I'm
at
only
this
down
one.
200. That
I
leaves me
love
plus
this bet.
36. Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
because you're gonna win and I'm gonna lose. That's great, Mel.
Hashtag Corona.
Hey, look. You know what? I'll take the loss and I'll let Mel get the win as long as you lose 2 and you're still in fucking 20th place.
Can we pull behind the curtain a bit?
Yeah.
I was Graham. I was texting Pat on the way up here on the drive, trying to talk him into betting Chelsea. Because Chelsea always fucks him. And so I was like, come on, it's easy money. Why don't you pick Chelsea this week? It'd be funny. It'd be a good bit for the show. Pick Chelsea.
And what did he text back?
Fuck no.
Yeah, fuck Chelsea. Not betting on him.
Not doing it. So I thought if I could get you and him to both bet Chelsea, that's a shoe-in Villa win right there.
Well, I thought we all had fairly one-sided games. Honestly, looking at on paper, we all have fairly one-sided games.
Very much
and
so.
honestly, not knowing what the COVID situation is, I couldn't realistically throw in a long shot
No.
that I normally would to up my odds.
Graham
I
couldn't
really
do
did
his-
take a fairly safe bet this week.
Yeah, Graham's safe bet of a 3-game parlay instead of a 4-game parlay.
I was gonna say, Houston, when he's drunk, he bets wise, and when he's sober, he bets foolish.
Oh no, it's a sure lock. That's what happens. It's a surefire bet. His 4-game parlays are
Listen,
fire.
let me tell you something. The one thing when I'm drunk, the one phrase that goes out the window is, "So you're saying there's a chance?"
You know what, Graham? So far, great segment.
Great
but you
segment.
know what makes it better?
What is that, Sam?
Kitty the chicken.
Well, Kitty sits at 1-1, and I'm pretty sure she was entertaining this Labor Day weekend when we were out of town, because back behind the coop, stashed under the hay bale, I found a pint of Tito's, 2 empty Red Bull cans, and a pack of Skittles.
Did a certain fox come by, Mr. Graham?
You know what? Deduct
Sounds
from
like it.
deduct from that what you will. So today, I gave her Arsenal hosting Notch in an early season 6-pointer.
Ooh, a 6-pointer, Sam, for a relegation battle.
So Kitty quickly showed me an old Polaroid of her, Idris Elba, and the great Michael K. Williams on the set of The Wire.
No shit.
Yeah.
With Stringer Bell and Omar.
She was an extra in one of the scenes. I think it was the first season.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Her character did not return, so it was quite tragic. Now, we know Michael was not a big Premier League fan, but Idris is a huge gunner. So Kitty will be taking Arsenal to win. And hey, Sam.
Yeah.
As I was walking back down the hill, I could hear off in the distance Kitty whistling, "The cheese stands alone," in honor of the great Omar, who has left us all way too soon.
Fucking, I'll tell you what, Mr. Graham.
Is that Omar from The Wire?
Michael K. Williams, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've said this before,
Brilliant,
and I'll say
brilliant fucking actor.
I'll say it again. The 3 greatest television characters ever written, in no order because they're all fucking amazing.
And, yeah.
Was Peter Dinklage with Tyrion Lannister, Michael Chiklis doing Vic Mackey from The Shield, and Michael K. Williams doing Omar Little from The Wire. Hands down, the 3 best characters ever written, and they were all superbly acted, and the world's a sadder place without Michael K. Williams around, because he was pretty fucking special.
Lost a couple of special people in that field too over the last few years, and I'm totally with you, 100%. And God rest his soul.
Oh, well, very fitting that Kitty would do "The Cheese Stands Alone."
There you go. And before we head out, I want to remind everybody to please gamble legally and responsibly.
Championship corner!
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh no! Oh no!
I'm gonna need y'all to check on me when the show's over to make sure that's not me.
Dude, I'm really loving that sound cue. It was annoying the first time, but I'm kind of digging it now.
I told you, it's fucking brilliant. Who
Fucking-
cares that it's
it's-
7 seconds? It's awesome.
God, it's ridiculous. Much like you right now.
That's the point, Mel.
I know.
All right, this is where
And
you're
I
supposed
can-
to talk
I
about
can
the
tell you
championship,
that.
Sam.
Because this is being distributed in Texas.
This is where you this is where you talk to your one fan of championship football.
I don't know. There's
All
a
right,
ton of fits that listen to us.
Let's see.
I know the West
Fulham-
Brom crew's still checking us out as well.
Boing boing.
Nick, don't know. That could be the
Wrong
ones.
isn't it?
Legs.
Jesus Christ. Fulham is still top of the league, 4-1-0. West Brom still tied with them, 4-1-0 on record, but -3 goal differential compared to Fulham. Fulham are +10. West Brom is +7. They both obviously drew midweek because they both won at the weekend, as far as I could tell. Yes, they did. Well done, lads. If you go down the line, QPR, fairly recent Premier League participants, are sitting in 3rd. Huddersfield Town in 4th. Stoke as well in 5th. Bournemouth in 6th. Looks like the cream's rising to the top at the moment, except for Sheffield United, the worst recent Premier League participant, sitting in 23rd without a win, 2 draws, 3 losses, a -6 goal differential, which is actually worse than the last place team, Nottingham Forest. Interesting. Nottingham Forest, as I've said time and time again, if any new listeners don't know, they have more European Cup trophies than they do top league titles, which is always a fun stat. They're 0-1-4 with only a -4 goal differential, -4, and Sheffield United are 0-2-3 with a -6. So that's always a good time.
I was going to say, let me find out that Wednesday moves up from League One as Sheffield goes down to League One. That
Right,
would be
no
a
shit.
sting right there, especially considering that Sheffield United just was in the Premier League. Also worth mentioning, you mentioned QPR. We beat Huddersfield in the League Cup, Everton, and now we play QPR next. So I'm sure things will go magnificently well in the League Cup for us because, yay, Everton.
Yeah, and also, real quick, I just wanted to give a brief mention because somebody reached out to us on the closed group, Drunkards United FC, which you can find on Facebook. It's probably our biggest online community. The most people share banter and talk shit. Somebody wanted us to talk about Walsall, which is the first real request that we've gotten to speak about a team.
He wasn't even from the club. He was from our Facebook page.
Yeah, and this is the first opportunity we've gotten to talk about a League Two team, actually. So I wanted to oblige real quick. And they drew 1-1 with Bradford City despite their red card that they received on September 4th. And they are falling on tough times as they're 21st in League Two at the moment, which is just above the drop zone.
Not good. Got to get it right.
No. And actually, now that I think about it, let's see the standings. I think only the bottom three go down.
Yeah, bottom three.
In League Two.
Yeah, bottom three go down.
Because the leagues above them, the bottom four go.
Right.
So I think only bottom three in League Two go down. So Walsall at the moment is safe, but not very.
Oh, hey, by the way, Sam, and all of your confusion worrying about Estados Unidos, they're up 2-1.
Come on, lads.
Very good. All right.
I'm right behind the team. Let's go.
Hey, Grammy. Look at me.
What?
Right here. Come on. Lift up those dopey eyes and give me a look. How you doing there, killer? You ready?
Not well.
Not well. That is exactly.
I'm very uncomfortable.
Actually, that's exactly the two words I wanted to hear. Not well is the two words I wanted to hear.
I'm hot. You made me turn my air conditioning off because you said my silent, energy efficient air conditioner was
not silent.
Your audio. You tyrant.
It was not silent.
As it just went whoop, 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 whoop,
yeah,
whoop in the background.
Which is great.
Yeah,
that lets me know I'm getting cold.
Well, you know what? Your air conditioning has better mic technique than you do. Are you ready to fuck up a bunch of Eastern European names, killer?
I'm ready to fuck up the toilet seat at the downstairs toilet.
Heard. Very good. Well, that's for DU After Dark, which we've already recorded.
Sorry. I was getting excited.
Without further ado, everyone, I give you the famous Drunken Transfer Recap with Mr. Samuel Graham.
Recording in progress.
Boys and girls, behind the curtain, we just took a brief break and we're back now, and Graham is fucking shirtless. This is exactly what we wanted. Drunken Transfer Recap. Mr. Graham, the floor is fucking yours.
It was hot in here.
No shit. So you took off all your clothes.
Like Nelly said.
Yeah, exactly.
I grew up on Nelly.
Okay, we're aware of that.
Arsenal Football Club, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. He went into it.
They have brought in Nuno Tavares from Benfica for an undisclosed fee. I'm sure Stan doesn't want to know that he fucking sucked someone off to bring someone in. Albert Sambi Lakonga came in from Anderlecht for 15 million. Well, Belgium, big on COVID at the moment, so he couldn't suck anyone off there. They had to tell everybody what they did. Ben White came in from Brighton for 50 million. Very left-leaning city in England. Had to probably disclose. Martin Odegaard came in from Real Madrid for an undisclosed fee. I'm sure they want to pump it up to their own books as 750-odd billion pounds so they can clear all of their debt. But we definitely didn't pay that much for him. It was reported about 35 million as far as I'm aware. Aaron Ramsdale, the twice relegated keeper from Bournemouth, once with Bournemouth, obviously, and then on loan with Sheffield United in the last 2 years. Relegated twice in a row, brought him on for $30 million, including add-ons. Can't
Upwards
wait for that
to 40.
to turn out.
Upwards to 40, and honestly, it's Leno's replacement. The minute Leno starts letting balls go, between his hands and through his legs that he's very prone to do, Ramsdale's going to take over.
This season so far, Aaron Ramsdale's the only one of 2 Arsenal keepers to keep a clean sheet.
How about that? He hasn't played a minute.
Then we brought in some Japanese lad. Takehiro Tamiyasu from
Well
Bologna
done.
in Italy for $19.8 million.
I'll give you that one.
What?
I'll give you that one. It's as far as pronunciation went. Very well done, Sam.
I did pretty good. All right, we let go, though, of Reece Nelson, Danny Ceballos, Matt Ryan, Lucas Torreira, David Luiz, thank God, Martin McGuinness, never heard of him, Trey Coyle, Zek Medkley. You know
And
what?
there's our first hang up for an Eastern European.
Well, he went to Ostersund in Holland, I think is Ostersund. US 141, we're done.
There we go.
I think he went to Ostersund's for an undisclosed fee. Zech, Zech, Medkle. I don't know why I pronounce it Scottish. But
Because
I want to.
You've had large glasses of whiskey, Sam.
But yeah, I don't know where he's from. I've never heard of him before. But he's gone. Doesn't matter.
Spent a lot of time
Dino's-
on a guy you don't care about.
No, he Dinos Mavropanos, the Greek supposed legend that has only played 18 minutes for the club, went out to Stuttgart on loan. Daniel Ballard went to Millwall. He'll definitely toughen up, that kid. Ben Sheaf went to Coventry. Sheath, condom. That's where my mind went. And then Matt Smith, obviously Dean Smith's son, went to Doncaster.
Very good. Not a bad window for you guys actually on bring-ins. There was a certain period of time in which Arsenal needed to finally spend money. You spent money, and I think you spent it wisely, even if Arteta's not your coach in the future. I think this was good money spent by your club.
I'm also not done. Matteo Guendouzi went to Marseille on loan. William Saliba, who we bought 3 years ago, who's yet to feature for the club in a first-team game, went to Marseille on loan as well. And then Therese John Jules went to Blackpool on loan. Sounds like he is Tyrese's replacement in the Fast and Furious series. Just on name alone.
Phlast and the Furious. I think that's the name of the show, Mel.
Phlast and the Furious. Tyrese John Jules. He'll be driving a Nissan soon. Harry Clark, don't know who that is. Joe Willock, of course, went to Newcastle. Very excited for sausage rolls. Miguel Aziz went to Portsmouth. Sorry for you, son. You'll probably get COVID. And Alex Runnerson, who we signed just last season, went to Leuven on loan. Don't even know where they are. And Hector Bellerin, who we spoke about on Injury Time, which you could find again at www.patreon.com/DUfootballshow. He went to Real Betis on loan.
It's the only thing he's done sober, Mel.
Aston Villa.
Because he's a good whore.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Aston Villa.
No,
They
he's a
brought
good shirtless
in
whore.
Leon Bailey who is an Englishman. They brought in Leon Bailey from Bayern Leverkusen. I don't
I'm
know
sorry.
what he was
Leon
doing out
Bailey
there.
claims to be a Jamaican because he plays for the Jamaican national team.
Is that a different Leon Bailey than the one that I'm used to?
No, it's the same one. He's one of the Englishmen that went to Jamaica.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, got it. I didn't even know he was at Leverkusen. Oh, there you go. Emi Buendia came in for $38 million, which they've already fucked off for a private plane joyride. Ashley Young went to.
Hey, they
came
got to
in
go
from
see
Inter-
Croatia and hang out for a while.
Yeah, he didn't leave. He came in from Internazionale de Milan for free. Big surprise. Danny Ainge
An
came in
old
from
Villa
Southampton
guy.
for an undisclosed fee because he's old.
Yeah.
That's why. Danny Ings came in from Southampton for an undisclosed fee, not free.
I think it was
It could've been
around
free. Who
20 mil.
knows?
It wasn't
and
terribly
Axel
expensive.
Twanzebe. Is that center back?
Center back from Manchester United.
Yeah.
Which, funny enough, they actually need him because there's been a shit ton of injuries at center back for them. So it's actually a smart little move for them because, Mings has had an injury, Konza's had an injury, and even House has had an injury. So bringing in him from Man U,
Well, listen, just like COVID, if you bring in people from outside your household, it tends to spread. And you signed Emiliano Martinez last season, and now your team has hamstring injuries.
well, they also have lots of fucking because, as we know, Villa
Which
fucks.
is how you pull a hamstring.
But that's also
if you're
part of
doing it
Arsenal's
right.
DNA now, is hamstring injuries. So well done. Anyway, you let go of Ahmed El Hamadi. Elmo.
Just call him Elmo.
Hamadi.
No, make him work through this. It's a personal journey. Let Samuel Graham figure out the pronunciation.
Elmo.
Elmo Hamadi. His contract expired.
Yeah.
And
was like
scored
40.
a few goals for you last season. That's worrisome, to be honest. Tom Heaton left Manchester. Left you for Manchester United for free, which is a travesty. Neil Taylor, he'd rather go make more money somewhere else as a third string than be at your place.
Because
as a third
we
string.
Well,
married our backup.
I think he was assuming
His job
that
would be-
either De Gea or Henderson was going to get moved on.
Yeah.
Is why he went to United.
Neil Taylor.
By the way,
Yeah.
little bit of a giveaway in the transfer window. Neither left. Go ahead, Sam.
Neil Taylor.
Spoiler alert.
What do you mean neither left?
De Gea or Henderson. When
Oh.
Yeah,
for
he's just doing a
United.
spoiler
I'm
alert for
looking
when you
at
get
it right
down there.
now, and the first two
Go.
cunts I mentioned left Villa.
hey, Graham, look, eyes here. You just worry about you. I'm gonna say shit. Don't worry about what I say. You
Oh, it's
just
time
do
for that.
you.
Gabe Abdo's in that fake leather again.
I just need you doing you. Okay. Read that list as only you
it's
can read that list.
Clint Dempsey went with a very tame number tonight, which I'm disappointed in because he normally does like the camouflage sport coat. Love that. Anyway, Neil Taylor, probably the most Brexit name on the list, left Villa. His contract expired.
No idea who that is.
Wesley, the useless Brazilian, went to Club Bruges in
God.
Belgium. I think they're in
Albatross he was.
Belgium. Bjorn Engels. That's that tall white bloke, isn't it?
I mean, Club Bruges actually brought somebody on. Normally, they just sell everybody.
Yeah. Bjorn Engels is I didn't know his first name was Bjorn. Was he part of ABBA, Mel?
Bjorn?
He went to Royal Antwerp, also in Belgium. What is...
Okay.
Aston Villa has a very Newcastle feel to them at the moment.
Hey, Mel. Just because he brought it up, and it's just you and me right now.
Yeah.
ABBA is apparently reuniting, and Riot Fest, the huge punk festival in Chicago,
Yeah.
has already put out a huge petition list to get ABBA to headline in 2022 at the punk festival Riot Fest
We're
in
going.
Chicago.
We're going. If that happens, we're going.
I mean, how amazing is that? They're just
Oh my
like,
God.
what's the punkest thing ever? We need to have ABBA.
That is, it does not get more punk than ABBA.
We need to have ABBA fucking headline
Because you know
Riot
what
Fest.
the punks did?
What?
Invented irony.
Exactly. Go ahead, Graham.
Also,
Continue.
besides that, you know what? That's an old story. DC disc jockey, Elliot in the morning, claims famously and sticks to it that ABBA has never performed a real live show.
Okay.
You can see people with Metallica ticket stubs. You can see people with Slayer ticket stubs, Pantera, all the big four. You can see early Slipknot ticket stubs. You can see all these things. He has never met one person that has showed him an actual ABBA ticket stub ever.
While I appreciate that, Graham, your eyes should be on the prize. You have a list to read.
Oh, where was I? Bjorn Ang. Oh, yeah,
I don't know.
What?
That's your problem.
Who does like ticket stubs anymore? It's all on your phone. There's an app for that. I figured
This was 30 years ago. He's talking about. Come on. Bjorn Engels went to Royal Antwerp. We disclosed that. Sebastian Ravon. You heard it here first, folks.
there you go. I found one.
Ravon. Yeah, but that doesn't exist. Where's the barcode? Oh my God. There's always a barcode.
It's in the fucking 70s. There's no fucking barcode.
There's a barcode. Sebastian Ravon went to Grimsby. Congratulations. Good luck. Kine Kessler Hayden, England's newest serial killer, went to Swindon on loan. Right? KKH? It sounds like something, doesn't it?
Definitely.
Jack Grealish obviously left Manchester City for Manchester City for £100 million.
Who?
Louis Barry, the high school teacher, music teacher of Aston Villa, went to Ipswich on loan. Brad Young went to Carlisle on loan. Connor Hurahan went to Sheffield United on loan, having a terrible old time.
Hurahan.
Dominic Raven, presumably the brother of Sebastian, I'd imagine, went to Northampton Town on loan. Shaq's team. Well done. Mm-hmm. Maybe he'll break some glass. And Frederic Gulbert went to Strasbourg on loan. Brentford. They only brought in Frank Onyeka, who we've talked about from Midtjylland. Christopher Ayer, who we've also talked about in his brilliant exploits with Denmark over the summer. Came in from Celtic for $13.5 million. And Mark Kukuria, maybe, from Getafe for $15.4 million. Well done. They let go. Sorry, guys. Hold on. There we are. I'm back. Aaron Presley
he never left everybody.
Went to
he never
Wimbledon
left.
on loan, who just beat Portsmouth 5-3 in the old Johnston Paints Trophy, now recently named Papa John's Trophy. Beat Portsmouth 5-3, I heard.
Might have something to do with Shaq Diesel.
No. Wimbledon's kid, Aaron Presley, did that.
The Papa John's Trophy.
Oh,
Shaq
yeah.
Papa.
Because Shaq's on the board now.
Again, you know what? Again, Sam, my fault. I told you to not listen to what I say, to just keep reading the list despite what I say. That one's on me, Mel. My fault. Please, Sam, continue.
Houston, do better.
Henrik Dalsgaard went to Midtjylland on a free transfer. Well done to Brentford, I guess. Luke Daniels, his contract expired, and Emiliano Marcondes, his contract expired. Brighton actually did some business for a change. Jeremy Sarmiento came in from Benfica. Enoch Mwepu came in from Real Salzburg.
Watch out for him. I think that's someone who's going to be pretty fucking special.
Who? Mwepu?
Yeah.
Jal Sherpin came in from Ajax. Kaoru Mitoma came in from Kawasaki Frontale. Brilliant. Rita Kadra came in from Blackburn Rovers as she takes a break from her country career. And Mark Cucurella came in from Getafe.
Yeah.
What?
Don't worry about it. You're good. You're good, Graham. Keep going.
Abdallah Sima came in from Slavia Prague. Well done to Brighton.
Just want to let everybody know, Graham is now reaching the stage where he's like kind of looking at the screen and it's all kind of like a glaze over his eyes. He's like, Wait, what's going on here? Oh shit, I'm reading names.
It's a good thing we're recording this for the YouTube page because I figure people need to witness what happens.
A drunken, shirtless Graham reading his iPad.
You know, if we had more Patreons, we could have this every week.
Oh, definitely.
I was gonna say this group of people looks like the forget it.
Eyes on the prize, Graham. Read the list.
Brighton sent out Ben White to Arsenal. Obviously, Davy Proper left for PSV Eindhoven. Andrew Cross, his contract expired, as did Jose Izquierdo, famously of not being upset when Wigan was relegated, I believe. Teddy Jenks went to Aberdeen on loan. Alex Cochran went to Hearts. Ryan Logeman went to Hull, all on loan. Victor Gyökeres probably not Hesh. That's
not?
Portuguese normally, but his first name's Victor. He went to Coventry. Matt Ryan went to Real Sociedad on a permanent undisclosed fee. Carl Rushworth went to Walsall, who we mentioned a bit earlier. Jan, is that an L? Mlakar went to Hajduk Split on an undisclosed fee, who we actually talked about a bit during the pandemic.
Hey, Mel,
Cairo Mitoma,
famous
which
chef
sounds like
just
a
went,
skin disease.
He's not stopping.
Yeah.
He's just gonna. No, please, Graham. Don't worry about us.
I'll say, I
He's
don't
just
know if
gonna
he can
keep
even hear
going.
us.
He's just keep going. It's all he's doing. He just won't stop. Please, Graham.
Went
continue.
to Royal Union St.
He's got that, like,
Gilloise
pinkness
on loan.
around his face.
Never heard of him. Florent, his career's over. Mitoma, by the way, shouldn't have caused cancer in the skin. Florin and Dona Cadiz on loan. Paul Van Hecke. Cadiz was the team, by the way. I know I said that like it was his name. It's not. It's Florian Andone. He went to Cadiz on loan. Anyway, Paul Van Hecke went to Blackburn. Perfect name for a perfect club there, in my opinion. Andy Zakiri went to Augsburg. Christian Walton went to Ipswich.
How long until Barstool
Moise,
Sports is calling to syndicate our show?
Sayes,
Gonna be a few years with this one.
Saicedo went to Beershot. Love that. We got to find out where they're from. Beerschot.
All right, looking it up.
Beershot.
Beer shot. Heard.
You might as well call him Boilermaker, right?
Heard. Yeah.
And then Leon Den Donker went to Club Bruges on loan in
Another
They
player
are-
going to Club Bruges. Normally they get rid
in
of everybody.
Belgique.
I have no
Yeah.
idea how they actually have a club because normally they sell all their players.
Well, listen,
Beerschot
that's why they bring them all in on loan.
Beerschot Athletic Club is a Belgian football club based in southern Antwerp.
So here's the thing. Can I just say quickly?
Uh-huh.
During COVID, we all were blessed with the video of the health minister standing in front of Parliament, pleading her case for Belgians to stop having orgies. Do you remember this?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. I love that there's a bear is the
Big polar bear that just says beer shot.
love it. I think that most of the players in the UK that were locked down quite strictly, and a few that were caught doing nefarious sexual activities during COVID,
Gold condoms aren't cheap.
lower league players may want to travel abroad as orgies open back up. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It's just conjecture. I'm just saying these two independent things happened. You decide, ladies and gentlemen, whether or not they're related.
All right. So
As we move on to Burnley Football Club.
this will be a short one.
Oh, yeah. And Maxwell Cornet from Lyon, undisclosed feet. Never heard of him. Nathan Collins came in from Stoke. You should probably release him by now.
Well, the guy
Wayne
that's going to
Hennessy
apparently
came in from
replace
Crystal Palace.
the guy that's going to replace Tchaikovsky when he gets sold in January.
Wayne Hennessy came in from Crystal Palace. Actual decent goalkeeper signing. Typical Burnley. Connor Roberts, whoever that is now from Swansea, came in for $2.5 million. Is that the American kid?
Another defender.
Yeah, no shit. They let go of creative midfielder Robbie Brady, Ryan Cooney, who I've never heard of. However, he went to Morecambe. Dick's out for Ryan Cooney. Ben Gibson went to Norwich. Joe Mumbongo, which is a very fun name to say, I'll just say, went to Accrington. So Ben will be taking care of the pitch underneath his feet.
Morecambe.
Yeah, Mumcumbo.
Mm-hmm.
Mumbongo. Love it.
Next time we have Ben on the show, we have to talk about that one.
I'm buying his shirt from Accrington.
Heard.
Jimmy Dunn went to QPR. Lucas Jensen went to Carlisle. Nobody gives a fuck. Udoka Kima, something like that, went to Queen of the South. Isn't that a lower league Scottish team?
I think so.
Good luck, mate.
Well,
Richard
look up, Queen
Nartley
of the
went to
South.
Mansfield Town. Well done. Richard Nartley's another one of those Brexit names.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like the old man on the street that's, mad about foreigners. Chelsea only brought in Romelu Lukaku, Saul Niguez, and Marcus Bettelini.
All right, Graham, before you start the out list, I just want to let you know, nobody cares. We know it's 100 names. Say it quickly.
I'll try. Fikayo Tamori.
Mm-hmm.
Left on a permanent, actually. Never even knew he played for the club. $25 million. Tammy Abraham went to Roma for 34. Michi Batshuayi to Besiktas in Turkey. Armando Broja went to Southampton.
Breaking
Willie
in
Caballero left.
to-
Contract expired, as did the following two players. Izzy Brown, don't know who that is. Jamal Blackman, don't know who that is.
Hold on, Graham.
Pierre,
I just want to break in. The Queen of the South. That is a Netflix show on their 5th season. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Queen of the South Football Club.
oh,
Does Spider
Sorry.
just attack you?
I thought I had a bug on my foot. It was the foam thing on the bottom of the chair.
It's Baltimore. It was a wrap.
Yep. You know what?
Definitely was a wrap.
Queen of the South Football Club is a Scottish professional club formed in 1919 in Dumfries. They play in the Scottish Championship in the 2nd tier football.
There you go, Sam.
By the way, that rat now has more Instagram followers than we do. Follow us at the DUfootballshow.com.
Continue, Mr.
I was
Graham.
right. All right. Anyway, Willie Caballero, Izzy Brown, and Jamal Blackman, all contracts expired. Pierre Ekwa Elimbi went to West Ham for an undisclosed fee. Danilo Pantic went to Partizan Belgrade to continue being a racist, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
Nathan Baxter, another Brexit name, went to Hull on loan, a Brexit area. Billy Gilmore, one of the most exciting young prospects in
Prospects.
in
Well
British football, went to Norwich on loan, which I'm not sure what he's really going to learn, to be honest with you. Victor
Learn how to
Moses
lose.
actually finally left the club permanently
They actually sold him, finally, huh?
to Spartak Moscow, where he's going to be racially abused over and over and over again, which is a terrible shame for an undisclosed fee. And Juan Castillo went to Birmingham on loan. Good
Hey.
luck.
Hey, Graham, the one thing Victor Moses will always be known for is dribbling past a fallen Steven Gerrard as they slipped their champion hopes away.
I thought that was Demba Ba, was
It
it?
was Moses who scored the goal.
It was Demba Ba that sidestepped Gerard and passed to Victor Moses, maybe.
Victor Moses put it away.
I don't remember, to be honest with you. That was many moons ago for me.
One of a many Premier League titles slipped away from the fingers of Liverpool.
Absolutely. Until they won it recently.
Yeah, one.
Olivier Giroud went to AC Milan. Mark Guéhi went to Crystal Palace, which is quite gooey, to be honest. Louis Bate, however you say it, went to Leeds. Henry Lawrence to Wimbledon on loan. Livramento, we've already talked about, to Southampton. Actually scored points for me in the shit D2 team that I'm trying to put together.
Got to drop him.
In fantasy, I know I have to drop him, but I've known to drop him. You have to drop
Dennis, too, from Watford.
One of the best names in football, Jamie Cumming, is going to Gillingham on loan, which also sounds like a sex move. Jack Wakely is going to Wycombe because he's woke.
Yeah.
And Dick's out. Ian Matson is 2 A's, so I imagine he's Dutch. Is going to Coventry. Jake Clark Salter is going to Coventry as well on loan. I heard he oversalts his meat. Emerson is going to Lyon. Matt Miazga, another fucking loan, the American, goes to Alaves in Portugal. Ike Ugbo goes to Genk in Belgium. Jesus fucking Christ. Kurt Zuma goes to West Ham for $29.8 million. Also becomes their highest earner at the club. Tiemu Bakayoko goes to AC Milan, which is a crying shame because he was a decent fucking footballer. Danny Drinkwater went to Reading on loan, and Dijon Mustard Sterling goes to Blackpool. His name's Dujon. It was too close. I couldn't resist. Crystal Palace Football Club. They brought in Adsanye Edouard from Celtic for $14 million. Michael Olise from Reading. Jacob Montes from Georgetown University.
Yeah.
American. Mark Gui, as we discussed before, came to the Gui place of Crystal Palace from Chelsea. Joachim Anderson came in from Lyon, who was on loan at Fulham last season as well. Conor Gallagher from Chelsea, and Will Hughes from Watford on an undisclosed fee. They let go of Andros Townsend, Gary Cahill, Scott Dan, Wayne Hennessy, James McCarthy, Mamadou Sakho, Patrick Van Arnholt, who is one of their best players over the last couple seasons, Connor Wickham, and Sion Spence, who's no one's ever heard of. Everyone's contract expired except for Sion Spence, who went on loan, and that's no surprise. Everyone there is old. However, they improved the teams they went to because those managers and front offices know what they're doing.
Hey, Mr. Graham, real quick. We're an hour in and you're on C.
Yeah. Everton Football Club. I'm on E, you cunt. They brought in Andros Townsend from Crystal Palace, Asmir Begovic, which is a great backup signing. Damari Gray, who's already proved his $1.6 million signing.
Yeah.
Andre Lonergran from West Brom. Never heard of him.
Played for West Brom. Played for West Brom. Played for
Leeds. Rafa Benitez, personal ball washer. You let go of Theo Walcott. You let go of Colin Connolly, Josh Bowler, Josh King. Yannick Bolasie, finally his contract expired after you made him do 600 laps around Goodison Park. Mohamed Besic, who finally got out of jail for all of the fights he got in.
I'm just wondering if Yannick's just going to keep riding his bike around Goodison because he doesn't know what else to fucking do.
No shit. Robin Olsen and the loan. Dennis Adeniran. Don't know who that is. Matthew Pegnington.
Long time youth player that never worked
British
out.
Name. This one sucks. Khan is the first name. C-O-N. Son Khan Uzunidis.
I have no idea who the fuck that is.
Contract expired. Bobby Carroll, another member of the Tory party, has left the club. Bernard went to Sharjah FC on an undisclosed fee. Don't even know where they are. They could be one of many
Couple million.
money grabbing countries.
Couple million, because we can't keep paying a 5'5" guy in the Premier League $300,000 a week as he's vaping. Big vape.
You could have.
Big vape.
Lewis Gibson went to Sheffield Wednesday on loan. Nathan Broadhead went to Sunderland on loan. He'll learn nothing. And then Thierry Small went to Southampton. Well done to disperse the good name Thierry. Moise Ken went to Juventus on loan. And Niles Nkoku went to Standard Liège. Also in Belgium. Why is the Premier League so keen on the Belgian league? Do they think that orgies are going to help their players succeed?
Yeah, apparently they do. Thierry Small, when he went to Southampton, he talked about what a great small city it was and just a great family atmosphere. And it's like, okay, buddy, you just left Everton. Like, that's kind of the small family atmosphere
thing. Same thing.
Yeah, it was like the same thing. But he was very, very vocal about how great it was. It was very funny.
Brought in a longtime target, Dan James, for $25 million. Jack Harrison came in on
great
permanent
signing. Great signing for them, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. James Harrison came in permanently, finally, from Manchester City after 2 loan spells, I believe it was.
Also an exceptional signing on their part.
Junior Firpo, which is just a brilliant name, came in from Barcelona for fucking $13 million because they also can't allow their top signing striker to exercise in the gym 30 minutes prior to turning the lights on because they're so far in debt. Louis Bate, or Bate, however you pronounce it, came in from Chelsea, as we earlier discussed. And Christopher Clason came in from, now this one, the club is harder to say than the person, Valerenga. Yeah, that one, wherever they are. Never even heard of them.
Real quick before you get into the outs, people love to, in America, kind of base things off of like a scorecard, like how did your draft go, quote unquote. Leeds transfer, I would give an A+ to. I think they brought in long-term deals, people like a Harrison finally permanent on the team, and they brought in the right people to their club. Does it make them a European contender? Maybe not. But does that make them a better club? Absolutely. I think they had an A+ transfer window.
All right, fair enough. The outs were Ryan Edmondson, went to Fleetwood, Gaetano, Berardi. The next multitude of players' contract expired, by the way, including Gaetano. Pablo Hernandez expired. Osum Bui expired. Barry Douglas expired. Cole Gibbon expired. Nicholas Haugland expired. Unan O'Kane. All right. Expired. Matthew Turner expired. Oliver Casey expired. Alfie McAlmont also dicks out on loan to Mercambi. Now, here's a good one. It's Aliansky, but I can't say his first name. Ezjan Aliansky. Yeah, it's all right. His contract expired. He left, which is a shame. He was decent for them last season.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they didn't re-sign him, to be honest.
Yeah, Furpa will cover that.
There's also a bit from Waterboy, maybe, that my brother always quotes, where the farmer goes, Ata, Iriansky, like that. And every time last season that Aliansky scored, my brother called me and said that line from Waterboy.
I'd be far more impressed if it was the defensive line coach with the double nipple piercings rubbing his nipples. If that's what your brother
Farmer
actually
Fran.
did,
Yeah,
I'd be far more impressed by that if your brother did that.
That's who said it. Was that Idiotsky?
Yeah. Again,
that was one of Farmer
I'd be
Fran's
far more
quotes.
impressed if your brother actually rubbed his nipples in front of us in a pair of what's that, the overalls. Yeah. That's what I want to say. Challenge him. Tell him to be better.
Excuse me.
I mean,
we know
he.
Move on.
I mean, I know he won't listen to this show, but I mean, maybe you should tell him to do that, and maybe he'll become YouTube famous.
So Lauren DeCock, Lawrence DeBach moved on to Sportvereniging Zoet Waregem on loan. Never heard of the player. Never heard of the club.
Well,
nobody gives a fuck. Kiko Castillo went to Elche.
Oh, hey, they finally got rid of him.
Niall Huggins went to Sunderland.
How do we speed him up?
We don't. He's not in the room. Keep fucking talking.
I can find some music.
Niall Huggins went to Sunderland
the
on
girl
a
from
free.
Ipanema.
I'm sure a team that could use some
We want to
Huggins.
speed him up.
I mean, I think it's the perfect
Jordan
song.
Stevens went to Barrow
I got
for an
one.
undisclosed fee, and Helder Costa went to Valencia, which is a shame for Leeds. Leicester, they brought in Paston Daka from Real Salzburg, Boubacaré Soumare from Lille, Boubacaré Soumare from Lille, I guess.
So French of you.
Ryan Bertrand from Southampton, Yannick Vestergaard from Southampton. Don't think you actually improved your defense doing that. And Ademola Lookman from Leipzig. So you got Everton's finished product.
See if this works.
For a change, they also let go of Dennis Plate, Wes Morgan, who retired actually. He didn't just leave. Christian Fuchs, who's now in the USL Division 1. Matthew James, love this. Admiral Musque went to Luton. Admiral.
Hey, fun fact.
Take your leave, son. Darnell Johnson. You had a fun
your
fact,
fun
you
fact?
said?
This song,
Uh-huh.
Billy the Kid's favorite song.
No shit. Go on, Graham. Keep reading.
Admiral Musque left for Luton. Darnell Johnson went to Fleetwood. George Hurst went to Portsmouth. Sorry for you, lad. Tyree Shade went to Swindon because they talked so much shit. Daniel Iverson went to Preston. Callum Wright to Cheltenham. And Kanya Leshabala.
Do we have actual documentation? No, Sam, keep
No,
talking.
ignore us.
Just that Swindon actually took shit.
I don't know.
Just-
You're laughing
What?
so hard I can't understand you either.
He
Don't
is
laugh at
very-
your own joke.
He is very
Uh-huh.
set that he got let go and sent to Swindon because Swindon talks shit.
Probably. I mean,
Well, his last
Swindon be
name's
known to
Shade.
talk shit.
I mean, it's
Swindon
like,
be talking shit all the time, man.
His last
Apparently.
name's Shade.
Graham, read your fucking list.
All
We're
the tea,
talking.
all
Just
the
do
shade.
you.
Kanya Leshabala went to Shrewsbury. Now Liverpool. In was Ibrahima
Do we have to
Konate
actually
from
start
Leipzig.
talking about like
Everything
them
else
now
was
because
departures.
of Shade?
Wijnaldum,
we do.
Shaqiri, Harry Wilson, all on permanent. Marco Grucic to Porto. Never heard of him.
Hey, look at
Adam
him. Look at him.
Lewis.
He's actually
I
starting
heard
to,
he went
like,
back to touring.
bulge things together and like. He
And
just
didn't
lists
he
off,
sing?
like 4
Didn't he sing?
permanents like very well.
Maybe.
Good on him.
Wasn't Adam Lewis? Oh, Aaron Lewis. No, I fucked it up. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Sepp
Alright,
Vanderberg
this
went
one's
to
got words. This
Preston.
doesn't work.
Paul Glatzel also left for Tranmere just across the river. Liam Cole, Joe Hardy, Taiwo Awoyi went to Union Berlin. Ben Davies, Leighton Clarkson, Ben Woodburn, Reese Williams, and Shei Oju all went out on either loans or undisclosed fees. Manchester City only brought in 2 players, and that was Jack Grealish. And they completed a permanent signing of a loan deal.
I don't know who that is.
In the case of Scott Carson from Derby on a free transfer.
Well, it sounds like Carson's probably going to have to play this week because Zach Steffen's, quote, injured. And Ederson is from Brazil, and they got caught in their own little trap and can't now play. Guess Carson's playing this weekend. Go ahead, Graham.
Are you done?
Graham, you don't need to focus on me, man.
So
you got a list to read, fucker.
Leasing a number of players on loan and undisclosed fees or freeze, and that is Sergio Aguero, Eric Garcia, Jack Harrison, Daniel Grimshaw, who sounds like he should be a lower-level NBA player. Really needs some nicotine. Taylor Harvard-Bellish, James Trafford,
another show title.
Gavin Bazunu, Luis Fiorini. Well done. He's definitely mixed. First name Lewis, last name super Italian. Yep. Alexander Robertson, Callum Doyle, Brexit, Lucas Nimcha, Matt Smith, Ben Knight, Tommy Doyle, also super Brexit, Claudio Gomez, and Patrick Roberts went to Troyes on loan.
Troyes?
Manchester United. Yeah, Troyes in French is Troyes, my friend.
Go get him.
I took French in college, you cunt. Manchester United.
No, he did
Tom
French in
Heaton.
college. He's confused.
I did do that.
I know.
He was also very liberal with Italian mixed people because he happens to be married to an Italian mixed person. He was very, very liberal with that just a few moments ago.
I have 3 black friends. Tom Heaton went to Aston Villa on a free transfer.
No, he did not go to Aston Villa.
To Manchester. From Aston Villa. We already talked about it, actually. Jadon Sancho, Borussia Dortmund, 73 million pounds came in. Rafael Varane came in from Real Madrid for 41 million.
And he's going to be no better than Ronaldo. Daniel James.
At one point, the most expensive player in the world came in for fucking pocket change at 12.9 million to Manchester United because apparently Sir Alex Ferguson had a 1973 phone deal and the call to Turin cost another 38 million pounds. Now they let go of Dan James, who they signed for at the time, I believe, a British record fee within Britain. I think it was. Let him go for 25 million on a permanent. Tahith Chong Birmingham. Oh no, sorry. It looked like a hyphen.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a dash. He went to Birmingham on loan. Joel Pereira, his contract expired. Nathan Bishop.
Okay, good.
And Reece Devine all went on loan or their contracts expired. Max Taylor went to Rochdale. Alex Twanzebe, who we've already discussed. Oh, the music. Y'all are getting into the music. Ethan Laird went to Swansea. Dylan Levitt went to Dundee United on loan. And Brandon Williams went to Norwich on loan.
Allow me to go at the same pace.
Newcastle United brought in Joe Willock from Arsenal, obviously, for 25 million. We've already spoken about Santiago Munoz, who finally made it from the goal movie to the goal pitch. Mm-hmm. In a real, I think his name was Munez, but you take the joke, will you? He signed for Newcastle from Santos Laguna. They did let go of Florian Lejeune, Andy Carroll, Henry Seve, Christian Atsu, deserves to never play again. Fucking cunt, that guy. Lewis Cass, Ludwig Franciet, Jake Turner, Kel Watts, Matty Longstaff went to Aberdeen on loan. Yoshinori Mutu, contract terminated by mutual consent. And Tom Allen went to Greenock Morton. Shows that you're absolutely making the grade, son. Norwich Football Club brought in Christos Solis.
Sam continues to read the list. I'm going to go ahead. Please, Sam, continue reading. I'm going to rest my head on this.
Anis Gunn from Southampton. Miller Rashika from Werder Bremen.
That you can
Kenny
find
Coker,
on
Ben Gibson, Demetrius Giannoulis.
all of our social media.
Also from Pal.
It's a great looking pillow.
There's a lot of business with them. And Pierre Les Melu. Billy Gilmore from Chelsea on loan. Josh Sargent from Werder Bremen. They bought him outright, to be honest. Brandon Williams from Manchester United. Mateus Norman.
Very firm.
Osek Kabak, who was part of the Schalke shit show last season. You know what? To be honest with you, I've only ever heard of Emi Buendia that's left the club. 38 million to Aston Villa. Nobody else on this list I've ever heard of. I'll give you quick last names because that's the bit. Right. Stiperman is a
I'm wondering
last name.
How fast can you do it?
Nyland, Tete, Hugiel, Leitner, Martin, Barden, Vrancic, Dermich, Siani.
An average score on how quickly you can do it.
Sinani.
Below average. Below average now that he's stalled out.
Sinani. Adds head.
I don't know why he reads.
I always love adding
approval.
Head.
Adding head's good.
There's no
adding
approval.
head is a good sexual evening. Hugill, Tribal. Tribal.
The thing Graham will not be getting tonight. Head.
Hernandez City, SITTI, by the way, and Tim Klosha, left by mutual consent. Southampton brought in Lianco.
Oh my God, but to the S's, how many more?
Armando Broja.
He's on fire.
Theo
He's
Walcott,
rolling. Don't slow him down.
Tino Livramento, Romain Perrault, Dino Simu.
He did not allow to be deterred when the Germans
Thierry
bombed
Small.
Pearl Harbor. He kept
They did let go of Ryan Bertrand, Josh Sims,
Pearl
Kane
Harbor.
Ramsey, Angus Gunn,
Hey, Mel.
Mario Lamina, which
He's on
I don't
roll.
even think
I'm
I
not
saw him
stopping.
play for that club, to be honest with you, Mario Lamina. Did you? That was a Bournemouth cunt.
Yeah.
I didn't even see him play for Southampton. When did they own him?
He went on loan to Fulham last year and then came back and then they sent him off.
That's fucked, mate. Callum Slattery, Danny Ings obviously went to Villa, scored a couple of bangers. Yannick Vestergaard went to Leicester to solve the Sienchu Turkey problem. And Michael Obafemi went to Swansea. The old spuds. Christian Romero came in, Pierre Luini Golina, Brian Gill, Pape Matar Sarr, which is another fantastic Premier League African name. Pape Matar Sarr, I am fully behind, even though he plays for Tottenham. Emerson Royale is another fantastic name as well. His last name is Royale. Come on, mate. You can't
Royale with cheese, girl. Royale with cheese.
Get it. That's fantastic. They let go of Gazaniga, Danny Rose, Kazia Sterling, Juan Foyth, Eric Lamella, which they actually swapped straight up for Brian Gill, no cash.
Hey, Mel. Good
Kiana
news.
Tete.
There's only two
Joe
W's,
Hart
so
went
he's
to
getting near
Celtic,
the end.
still doesn't start.
He's almost there.
And what?
No, talk. We're doing our thing. Again, do not deter your focus from the list. We're doing our own thing. Don't worry about it.
Jubril Okendina went to Cambridge.
Jabril.
Presumably to tell people how to say his name. Then Jamie Bowden went to Oldham.
Yeah.
was a good
Moussa
joke.
Sissoko
It's a
went to
solid joke.
Watford.
I'm a
Serge
little
Aurier,
disappointed in the lack
contract
of
was
Eastern
terminated,
European names.
and Cameron
but
Carter
I know
Vickers,
West Ham United's
another
coming up.
American,
And there's going to be
Sam,
a fuck
another
ton.
American,
A
Cameron
fuck
Carter Vickers,
ton.
Yeah, I
Of
think
Eastern
it'll be a lot.
European
on
names.
loan after not playing in the Premier League for his parent club,
Heard.
Watford.
Watford.
Watford Football Club. We're almost there, you cunts. Deal with it. Danny Rose
sorry,
came in,
three
as
W
did
teams, not
Ozan
two W
Tufan,
teams.
Imran Louza, Ashley Fletcher, another Brexit bloke, Emmanuel Dennis, Juraj Kuchka came in from Parma. Interesting club he was playing for before. Quando Ba came in from Rochdale. That's Baah. I don't know how to say that, so I'm going with Ba. Matty Pollock, Jackson Pollock's son, is now, spreading his love all over Watford. Peter Etebo came in from Stoke. Joshua King was unattached, in case you were wondering on Tinder, as was Depo
Nice.
Mebwede.
Look at him throwing down
Mabuede.
jokes right at the end.
Mabuede. That's fun to say.
Ben Wilmot went to Stoke. Ashraf Lazar from the Bazaar also left the club. Carlos Sanchez, Jerome Sinclair, Mamadou Mbaye also left the club because his contract expired. Thiago Cucker went to Doncaster on loan. Cukur. Cucker.
Think about, hey, Graham, that guy's not going to get to play much, but he'll sit and watch a lot.
Don't deter him. Eyes on the prize, Graham. List is almost done. Keep it going. Quality joke, Mel, but we need to keep him going.
Mel, chime in whenever you feel like it, will you? Daniel Phillips went to Gillingham. Dapo, there's no apostrophe, so Mwebede. Yep, I'm going with that. Went to
Don't get hung
Wimbledon.
up on details,
Pontus Dahlberg, Doncaster. Philip, this is great. Zinkernagel.
Zinkernagel.
There's some Eastern European for him.
Zinkernagel.
Zinkernagel. I had to try really hard to not be problematic there, but it's Zinkernagel. Zinkernagel.
Zinkernagel.
I think I got it. Isaac, great success. Went to Udinese. Went to a decent Italian club. Should have kept him. Will Hughes went to Crystal Palace. Actually, a good pickup for them, I think.
Yeah.
Matty Pollock, again, as we've talked about, went to Cheltenham on loan. The son of the great Jackson Pollock, just spraying his seed all over town. Troy Deeney went to Birmingham on a free, apparently his boyhood club. Good for him. Don't care, Fat Drake.
I thought Fat
Andre
Drake was
Gray
good
went to
enough to be
QPR
in
on
the
loan.
Prem.
What?
I thought Fat Drake was good enough to be in the Prem, right? Joe Linton only scores 3 goals, and
No.
Fat Drake went,
If
at
you
least I
compare
can
him
do
to
that.
Joe Linton, he should be starting for Newcastle, Fat Drake. Andre Gray went to QPR on loan. Nathan Chalaba to Fulham, and Domingos Quina, which sounds like some sort of vegan bullshit special at a steakhouse. Hey, do you want the Domingos Quina?
Mm-hmm.
He went to Fulham on loan. West Ham United brought in Pierre Ekwa Elimbi.
So for those of you that are not watching the video, we just watched Graham smack himself on the back of the head. Quite silly. I'm assuming there was a bug, but
Definite bug. Definite bug.
That's the name. Whack.
the visual was the best because he looked confused after he smacked himself.
Please feel free to check out our
didn't see the
YouTube
dead
channel
body
and
on my
subscribe.
hand.
We would really
That's why I
appreciate the
was
support.
confused.
That would
Anyway,
be at
West Ham brought in
DUfootballshow.com.
Pierre Ekwa Elimbi from Chelsea. Who knows who that is? Thierry Neville from Reading. Armstrong Oko Flex, which I think he could start a home workout video.
Oko Flex.
His name is Armstrong Oko Flex.
Yeah.
Should I name my car Oko then?
Armstrong Oko Flex.
Well, my car's already a Flex, so.
Right. Exactly.
Not even that. We need to give this guy some sort of exclusive deal to do once a week workouts.
I'm Armstrong Oko Flex.
Oko Flex. Yeah.
Very good.
He came in from Celtic on a free, by the way, which is a very Glasgow African name, to be honest. Armstrong Oko Flex.
It's perfect.
It's brilliant. Alphonse Areola came in from PSG on loan. Has so far yet to crack the areola of the goal. Nico Vlasic came in from CSKA
Shocker.
Moscow.
Nobody wants to commit to the areola.
Vlasic, actually a great signing for West Ham.
As long as he's not. Yes, correct. You're right. I'm going to leave it alone. Alex Kral came in from Spartak Moscow on loan. Another Ukrainian who Suchek and Suflau seem to love.
Yeah.
They're also not Ukrainian. They're Czech Republic, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, fair enough. They did let go, finally, of Felipe Anderson. Also, Fabian Balbuena, Sean Ardakwa, who sounds like a Star Wars character. Olentunji Akinola was also released. Samuel Sager. Sammy Hagar got released from West Ham. Alfie Lewis was also released, as was Joshua
David Lee Roth,
Okocha.
time better.
I think that is JJ Okocha's nephew.
We're near the end. He's just going to throw out jokes because he wants reactions.
was a good one.
And
I mean, I always
Well,
react.
I mean,
Do you know why?
read the fucking list, Graham.
Do you know why I react?
Why?
Because I like hashtag drunk bants.
Heard.
Hashtag Bants.
Drunk bants.
Joshua Okocha, who I think is JJ Okocha's nephew, I think that's the same person, was released. Famous for Bolton, obviously, in Manchester United, to be honest. Anyway, Joseph Anang went to Stevenage on loan. Congrats, mate. Wolverhampton Wanderers signed Hee Chan Huang.
Hold on.
From
Wait,
Wolverhampton Wanderers, the final team we're talking about, right? Actually, Mel, could we get the one with the lone person clapping at the end?
The laughter.
Yeah, the laughter one.
How about you do that when I'm done with
We'll
it?
do that when we're done, mate.
Okay.
How about we do that
That'll
when
be
we're done,
that'll
mate?
be the last person here listening.
Yeah.
Heard. Okay. Go get him, Geller.
It's probably only me and Jeet right now, to be honest. Anyway,
No, Lord
Hee
knows
Chan
I'm barely
Huang
paying
from
attention.
RB Leipzig.
I'm already mentally taking a shower and gone to bed.
Oh, yeah. We're both checked out. No, Sam, list.
No, come on.
Read the list. You're good.
Then shut the fuck up.
We're holding
He
a conversation.
he
You should
came in
be
on
able to
loan.
do your fucking job.
Jose,
You fucking
Jose
radio
Sa,
professional.
Jose Sa came in from Olympiacos. Rian Alt-Nuri came in from Angers for undisclosed fee, but he was already at the club on loan. Yersin Mascara came in to blacken the eyelashes of the opposition. Louis Moulden, does that not, do you get it? Came in from Man City on a free transfer. And Francisco Trincao came in from Barcelona on loan, who we've talked about a couple of times already this season. Is a great signing for them. Rui Patricio left for Roma. Theo Corbinier went to Sheffield Wednesday. Sudu Diallo was released. Kirank Mayunga was released. Hongwan, still funny, was released. Dion Sanderson, Birmingham, on loan.
Deion Sanders thinks he can play every sport.
Apparently.
Sanderson.
Got him to giggle.
Matija, I had to check back.
Well
Matija, stop. Matija
Hey, Mel, throw
Sarkic,
back to Watford.
Sarkic
Great success.
went to Birmingham. Taylor Perry. Sorry, Tyler's younger brother. Brought Medea to Cheltenham on loan. Owen Otasowie went to Club Bruges.
I'd love to see Medea in League
Bruges
One.
had a fucking shit show and is taking everybody. Rafa Murr went to Sevilla for an undisclosed fee. Connor Ronan went to St. Mirren. He's not going to learn much there, except brute force. And Morgan Gibbs White went to Sheffield United on fucking loan.
Is that it?
The transfer window is fucking complete.
Very good. It's very important to wait for the last one. The last one. There's the last one. Well done, Mr. Graham.
And cheers to that woman in her turtleneck and bonnet.
All right, boys and girls, that's about going to wrap it up. Mr. Graham, any parting words?
Any
Do
more
either of you
words?
remember my name?
I said Mr. Graham.
And once
Oh,
again,
thanks.
DU Football
Good.
Show does
I'm gonna
not
have to say
endorse
that.
binge drinking. Always drink legally and responsibly.
Except if you're in your own home, then do what you want.
I
Hashtag
called him Mr. Graham,
freedom.
and he said, hey, call me by my name. And I said,
Hashtag freedom
"Mr. Graham."
dance.
Hey, jackass, parting words.
Bye.
No, I'm good. I'm fine. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
You don't care at all?
No. Not a
There's
chance.
nothing you care about?
No, I want to go to sleep.
All right, boys and girls. Next up would be injury time, except for we recorded it already. So, Sam, if somebody wanted to find injury time, how would they go about doing that?
Search some sort of combination of www.patreon.com/DUfootballshow on the interwebs, and then sign up to the top 2 tiers, the $5 and $9 section, and you'll get both sound check and injury time. And I think that's it, actually. And then you can just listen to it.
Very well done, Mr. Graham. As we
Well,
head out,
you're a good pimp. You beat it into me very well.
as we head out, boys and girls, we are actually going to listen to a little something different. It might sound familiar because it will sound strangely familiar to our normal theme song. But this is Whiskey in the Kidney Stones from their newest release, This Mighty Sound, which you can find on Bandcamp. /Whiskey in the Kidney Stones. That is the best way to actually support the band directly. This would be the Ballad of Scrap Metal, which many of you know as the Ballad of the DU Football Show.
And really quickly, Sony Music Entertainment and the other cunts that try to get involved with us that are less than Sony Music Entertainment, we were given permission to use this. Eat a dick. Leave us alone.
Until next week, everybody.
Who knocked?
Crying, the balls of steel, the real deal.
fucking thing.
Yeah, don't punch his face. I was supposed to jump in the water for belly button.